My name is Victor Ndukauba. I'm the Deputy Managing Director of Afrinvest West Africa. Beyond training, we also do provide support for professional examinations and qualifications.
At Under 40 CEOs, we really do care not just about empowering the next generation of business leaders, but about securing the future of young men and women who work with us to deliver on the vision. We speak to a number of our Under 40 CEOs who are leading the charge in not just empowering their team, but securing their future. You really should hear them out and learn not only to take care of your team, but also secure their future. So the next time they ask, who cares? Just tell them, Under 40 CEOs care.
My name is Victor Ndukauba. I'm the Deputy Managing Director of Afrinvest West Africa. Afrinvest is a group of financial services non-bank institution that provides investment banking advisory, capital market, securities trading, and asset management services to a host of clients, including institutional, retail, and individual high net worth clients. The firm is 25 years old, having been founded and set up in 1995, originally as Securities Transactions and Trust Company SecTrust, and following a merger with Afrinvest Nigeria in 2004, merged to become one of the leading investment banks in West Africa. The firm is reputed for having provided a number of firsts in terms of financial advisory transactions, including advising on the merger of several leading commercial banks during the banking consolidation, as well as the merger that created what is Nigeria's largest cement company, Dangote Cement. In terms of how Afrinvest takes care of its staff, I think the first thing we do is starting by hiring the right people. We are particular about who we hire and why. Clearly, there's a saying that if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. So we try to be competitive in terms of remuneration. So that's the first thing. So beyond compensation or the direct compensation, there's also indirect compensation or perks that come with the job. For starters, we invest heavily in training, both in-house, leveraging the experience and expertise of more senior and highly experienced members of the team, to also providing opportunities for external trainings. Beyond training, we also do provide support for professional examinations and qualifications that are relevant to the job, I must say. And so what happens typically is when staff, determine for whatever reasons to undertake, several or specific kinds of professional, qualifications, the firm supports by providing the enabling environment, providing time off to go study and write the exams, and ultimately undertakes to pay to reimburse the cost of such examinations once they're successful. And then professional membership fees and dues are also footed by the firm, as the case may be. We also provide a little bit of perks in terms of telecommunications. So we provide call credit for mobile phones, including talk time and data. So in determining how staff are paid, we would normally do two things. So the HR function periodically carries out what is called the compensation benchmarking exercise by trying to distill from the marketplace what the sort of going rates is or are for the various levels of responsibility and experience that are typical or common with our industry. That exercise is done at least once every 3 years, and based on the findings, we would then essentially compare the average of all of that exercise to whatever our current realities are, and usually we aim to be within the top 25th percentile of whatever the numbers essentially say. We've only just concluded our the compensation benchmarking I spoke about earlier, and are in the process of reviewing compensation to ensure it's in line with market realities. and is a fair representation of what is a proper reward for the work that our staff do. In terms of how that plays into the future, again, it's just ensuring that we remain competitive, staying, amongst the top, payers in the industry.
Where we hire fresh staff, or if I say entry-level staff, we work with them to pick from a host of several options, their preferred PFAs, and then working with the designated PFCs, we set up the process of making those remittances. And for staff who are more experienced or senior and perhaps had been already contributing as part of an organization prior to joining us, we just essentially continue to make the remittances to the designated the PFAs of their choice. The truth is, as with all things in life, as we get older, age sets in, and progressively our ability to earn income and to be productive would wane with time. So in later life, when the employees and staff would have given of their best years to you as a company, or at least giving their best years to the economy, regardless of whichever company they work for, it's only fair that in that stage of life, when they don't have the energy to continue to push as aggressively as they would in their younger years, that there is at least some income that is available to cater to their needs, which is what the pension funds essentially promise. In talking about how tomorrow looks, what the future holds for our staff, I would say the future is bright. The sort of exposure that staff get while working, with us, they come away with life skills and expertise that they are able to continually monetize as they get older. Even in retirement, some of the skills are still transferable and can be employed to continually earn income.
The RSA Transfer System, RTS, is a computer-based application. It is deployed by the National Pension Commission, and it is used for the purposes of initiating, processing, and monitoring the RSA transfer process.